Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 coins that will change your life in the next cycle. Make sure that you guys hit that like button for me right now, as well as the subscribe button, because I'm dedicated to posting 5 videos a week all through 2020 to keep you guys posted in the markets. These 3 coins I am personally holding, watching, buying, accumulating, you name it. These are ones that I really think will perform extremely well in the next bullish cycle. So this is one of the most important videos that you will probably watch as far as altcoin updates and analysis this week. Make sure that you guys share it with your friends and stay clear till the end so that you guys understand where to buy and what to do inside of these coins. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So KHYBER Network is one of my personal favorites in these 3 picks. KHYBER Network has performed very well, especially since my first videos about KHYBER before it got added to Coinbase. Now that KHYBER is on Coinbase, we actually saw it rally even further, and it went quite significantly higher than this resistance point. We actually went all the way up to 81 cents. We have done an ABC correction inside of a downward pointing channel, broken out of that channel, and then tested that channel as support. Came back up, like I said, we pushed through resistance, and we have came back down onto resistance as major support. So this is what we call a support and resistance flip. Usually people type in SR flip. And so that usually just means that what used to be resistance has now become support. And so because of that, you have a flip in support and resistance. This is generally speaking an excellent time to get into the markets, you guys. This is never financial advice. This is always my conjecture, my perspective on the markets. You guys do what you want with your money, and it is your risk, but this is my personal view on the markets. KHYBER has done a very amazing support and resistance flip, you guys, and is very likely to start impulsing for more Elliott waves, because this is probably just a 1 and a 2 wave inside of a larger cycle, and I highly doubt that's the top of the 3 wave. And so for me, I think that the 3 wave will be a lot more extended than we currently see and for what the prices are right now, and that will be a very, very huge percentage gain, by the way, because KHYBER Network is one of the larger percentage drops. So it dropped very, very low percentages, probably upwards of 90% from the peak. Let's see exactly what the price range tool tells us. Yeah, 98% from the peak. And so that means that the percentages up are actually very, very good for profit. I mean, just to the previous all-time high is 1,500%, just because of how hard it fell. And so to have a recovery process coming back in play, and to have all of that upward potential as far as percentages go, is one of the main reasons that I'm personally watching, buying, accumulating KHYBER Network. This is a very, very awesome project, awesome coin. You can get it on Coinbase, and definitely one that I think you guys should check out and look at. You guys can follow me along with these analysis. If you ever want to do analysis along with me in my videos, go to tradingview.com or charts.cointrader.pro, whatever place you prefer to do your analysis. This website's going to be free. It's based on TradingView, so it's basically the same platform. And follow along with me, and do this analysis and see for yourself and make your own opinions and views. That's really what I encourage. This channel is really more about teaching you guys how to be open-minded with yourselves so that you learn how to be a trader based on your own techniques, your own strategies. I will teach you my strategies, my techniques, and then you guys can take those, build upon them, expand upon them, and even share with me with what you guys learn. That is part of what the Discord group is all about. And links are in the description box for that, as we all just help each other learn, figure out new strategies, and build upon each other so that we're all more profitable in the end. And that's really why I encourage you guys to follow along with me with this analysis and learn how to do some of this stuff on your own and make your own strategies. Take some of what I've learned, take anything I've learned, in fact, and roll with it. That's the whole point. So, yeah, check out these sites, charts.coinshader.pro, tradingview.com. Excellent websites. And yes, you guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I did get my Brave browser working again. For some reason, it was not compatible with my graphics card, so I wasn't using Brave for a couple videos back. I think some people noticed, actually, but yeah, I don't like Google Chrome nearly as much as Brave browser. Why would I? Brave browser allows me to earn free cryptocurrency throughout my day. So yeah, Brave browser is awesome. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I personally finally got it working again, and I'm pretty happy about that. So, okay, so this is Bitcoin SV. This is my number 2 coin in this list, and I really, really like Bitcoin SV. Yes, you guys, we went back down to the bottom of this channel, so we haven't impulsed for any type of a 5th wave yet, which actually means that we may need to adjust and modify our Elliott wave count and perspective in this market. And so if we do need to make modifications to our Elliott wave counts and our perspective, then usually I like to zoom out and just look at the big picture and see what is going on in the big picture. And in the big picture, very similar to Litecoin, but just not near as long, not as much price data, we are in a very, very large upward pointing channel. So this upward pointing channel, we're near the bottom of this upward pointing channel as support. The only thing that can really make sense for me from an Elliott wave perspective is that this is a 1 and a 2 wave, and that this would be a 1 and a 2 wave of the 3 wave, because that's the only way that this can legally retrace back into this 1 wave. It was this if this is another 1 wave. So that would mean that we have a 1 wave right here for 1 and a 2, then we have another 1 wave right here, and we still haven't finished that 3 wave, which would make that 3 wave 1, 2 a lot bigger. It would actually make it more bullish overall. It was just that on the short term, we had a lot of rejection. The thing that would invalidate BSV is if this upward pointing trend line fails. The lower support level is very close at $78, and that's personally where I will be setting my stop losses, is near that horizontal support, probably a little bit below it to give myself room for wicks, but that would kind of be a failure of that wave. You know, that would be a complete failure of any possibility to make a 3 wave, as if we fell that support level. If that support level holds, then we still totally can make a 3 wave. This was just a 1 of the 3, and that's why it retraced so deep into the original 1 wave. And so that subwave can technically retrace into itself. Okay, awesome. This is Bitcoin SV upward pointing channel. I'm still bullish to my original target of 1100 per coin. I just think this was a bigger shakeout. The invalidation of that would be a failure of these lower support levels. The only Elliott wave count that makes sense is that we have not completed the 3 wave currently. Litecoin, you guys, this is one that I really, really think will perform extremely well in this next bullish cycle. I have talked about Litecoin multiple times. I keep getting text messages. It's probably old DIY investing. I've talked about Litecoin multiple times on my channel, quite a bit, all through 2019 and a little bit in 2020 as well. And I really, really think that this coin will perform very good. In fact, we actually got closer to this upward pointing channel, and the angle of the channel is better now. Before, it was a little bit of a stretch to draw this upward pointing channel, but actually with this support failure and this one more low that we made, we have now kissed this channel much better, much more accurately, and now the angle of this upward pointing channel is also more even between all of its points. And we do, by the way, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of this channel, so it's a pretty well established channel. I'm still bullish on Litecoin all the way to a new high, and I think that it can easily go up towards the peak of this channel, and that would be putting Litecoin back up above, well above the $300 price point that it reached in its peak, and would even shoot us upwards into the multi-$1,000 Litecoin. And if that happens, you guys, it would be following along with my original calls for Litecoin. Let me just click on this so I can show you guys the video itself. This is another thing that's been happening to me. I don't know if anybody else has been getting this, but for some reason YouTube like takes a second to load when it does its thing here. So Yeah, here we go. So this one shows how Litecoin could even be worth 5,000, 8,000. You know, really, really high price points for this channel. And this analysis that I did previously does actually show it going back down to this lower support level. So the fact that we dropped lower again right here, we even bounced and dropped lower, just like the same way that I drew that line. Very, very similar actually to the line that I drew right there. So it's not doing anything different than what we normally expected. This is why I really encourage you guys not to get stuck on short-term price action. I really think that you will become much more profitable, because I became much more profitable when I stopped worrying about this short-term price action. Think of if you would have gotten stuck on any of these little panics along the way, you know, if you would have gotten shaken out right here, or if you would have got shaken out right here, thinking that the sky was falling and the world was ending, shaken out right here, any of those places on Litecoin, it could have easily shaken you out right before the big swing up. And that's really what I think is happening right here with Litecoin. I think we will be worth multi-$1,000 Litecoin in the future. I think this is a grand opportunity for purchasing extremely undervalued Litecoin. Still following my analysis, my previous analysis, and there's really nothing at all that has changed. If anything, I'm more bullish because we got closer to the bottom of the channel and did exactly what I've shown in this analysis right here, where we would bounce and then fail support and come back down to that channel again. So everything is following along perfectly for KHYBER network, for Bitcoin SV, for Litecoin. Yes, Bitcoin SV fell harder than I originally planned. I'm personally holding it, and you know, that may change. If I get stopped out of this trade, you win some, you lose some. Either way, you guys, I'm bullish on Bitcoin SV. I will always hold some for the long term, even if I get stopped out on my swing trading position and the three-wave call that I originally made for Bitcoin SV. But I do think it will still play out, and I'm still personally in my positions. And same with Litecoin. I really think this one will play out very nicely, and KHYBER network is setting up for a very strong upward trend, especially since it got added to Coinbase. I am so thankful for you guys tuning in today's video. Seriously, you guys, I appreciate all of the love and support. I appreciate you guys being so open-minded with my channel and the way that I teach it. I know that at the start, teaching alternatives and different perspectives and fractals and having to have different plans and not being just dead set on one thing that the market does no matter what can be a little overwhelming at the start, a little bit hard. But I promise you that that's the most effective way to trade. That's going to reduce the most amount of risk, and that's going to be the best for you guys on the long term. So that's why I teach you guys alternative options, different plans. And with me saying that, and with the whole example of the stock market having a potential of one more high, it actually frustrated a few people in yesterday's video that I openly admitted that I could be wrong about stocks. I am not saying that I am wrong about stocks in any way whatsoever. I, in fact, say in this video very specifically that I'm still bullish on, I'm still bearish on stocks unless we go up towards major resistance and break it. But you know, I wanted to share this with you guys because there is other options. I could be wrong. We might not drop 50%. We might not drop as much as like a Great Depression or an internet bubble correction. Those ones are 50 to 70 or 80%. And we might just keep going up. And that's why I shared that with you guys, because I want you to be aware of that. We just have different plans and strategies. Personally, I'm not very big invested into stocks anyways. I usually look at these as comparisons as to how it may or may not affect crypto. But even that, it's very, very cross correlations and correlations occur at different times. So it's very unreliable. There's not a specific time where it always happens. So yeah, the stock market can indeed go up for another high, like this comparison. All that really means is that the big bear market, the big crash that I originally was predicting would happen later in our lives. That would just mean that we probably get a lot more wealthy over the next little while, and that we would have a better opportunity to short the big picture on these markets. I probably won't trade them a ton, but I will be buying the dips. You know, I will be buying dips after a large correction personally. I am very excited for a long-term buying opportunity in the stock market. If it comes now, if we do drop now, everything falls, awesome. I'll be picking it up cheap. If it comes later, awesome. We get a longer economic bull cycle before we buy the dip. But yeah, you guys, if you're going to follow my channel, be aware that I do have alternative and primary predictions, but we make plans around them. And that is the most profitable thing you can do, because you can never be 100% sure exactly what the market's going to do, but you can get extremely confident based on probability. So I really appreciate all the love and support I'm getting, and I just wanted to clarify that with you guys so that you understand why I made that video and how it's beneficial for everybody. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Make sure you check out these coins. This is not financial advice. This is my conjecture and perspective on the markets. You guys do what you want with your money, and any potential losses are on you guys, and I don't take any responsibility for that. But I really am so thankful for all the followers, subscribers, and support you guys have been showing me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in tomorrow's video. Actually, tomorrow is Friday, so we'll be doing a podcast that will probably be uploaded either Saturday or Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you guys so much. Always stay profitable out there.